We do not own the rights to the music that's playing in the background. Happy Sunday. You in here?
I'm in here.
Let music play for a little Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. Today is a beautiful day, and welcome to Hanging with Yummy. And this guy, since he don't know his name today, who they hanging with, babe?
Hanging with AJ and Gabby.
What happened to Yummy and AJ? You changed?
Yeah, I changed.
Oh, see, he just want to do what he want to do today. And babe, so what's today's topic?
Sex.
So, you know, if y'all have questions or anything today, you might not want to have the children listening today as we're talking about the S word.
Bang, bang.
This man right here.
Oh, it's the S word. So
why?
that's what we talking about. Oh, we talking about the S word today.
I mean, I just said the S word. You know what I mean? That's all.
Oh, okay. We talking about the S word today.
Yeah, so I just said the S word. Let's see. So I'm just trying to get things together. So, how was y'all week? Hey, niece. How was y'all week this week? I know we had a great week. I had an awesome week. I'm still enjoying being quarantined or sitting at home and enjoying life. What about you?
Yeah, you know. Everything is everything.
It is.
Everything is everything.
Did I tell you yesterday I like your
No,
haircut?
you didn't. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I like your haircut, babe.
Whole day went by.
What happened to this?
I trimmed it down.
I know, but now I can't pull it.
Yes, you can.
No.
That's all you need to do.
No, I be wanting to.
No.
Yeah, I like your haircut. Stop. I like your haircut.
No, you don't.
I
You don't
do.
like my haircut.
I
You
do.
don't
I
like
like
my
your
haircut.
haircut. So, today's episode is about sex.
The S word.
The S word. Yes. For yeah. Okay. So so it's back again. We'll be doing these every week. Every now and then we may take a break. So my thing
There you
is,
go.
if you have questions or anything, inbox us the questions. You know what I mean? Because this is just awesome. I'm loving the feedback that's coming from people. You know,
It is what it is. It's you know, top of the morning. How about that?
grand risings. Today is a beautiful day. We understand. So, one of the questions that we were asked that was inbox was, and it's funny, let me just say this. People kind of get embarrassed when it comes to the S word when, you know, it's natural. It's normal.
So why are we still saying the S word?
I don't know how Facebook is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So how is we finna have this conversation?
I mean, because we going to have it, but we just going to maybe, I don't know, as y'all can see.
If they cut it off, they cut it off.
Right, gotcha. Hey, Coco. So, okay, the first question is, should the S word be the most important part of a relationship? Coming from the male perspective, coming from you, AJ, what do you think?
Yes.
He thinks yes.
No, the sex should be the most important part of the relationship.
The S word, man,
And
the S word.
the reason because we all age, as I want to say, and some of us lose interest in it. And so at that point in time, you got to be able to have some other kind of connection to your mate besides sex.
So that means it's not important.
No, it's not important, but it's not important. It's not important.
Okay, so now you taking back what you just said. First you said
What?
yes, now
I
you
was
saying
just
no.
playing.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I just said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear what I said? No, you didn't.
I did
at
hear
all.
what you said. But I'm
But
just
look.
saying. Okay, go ahead. Come on with it.
Yeah,
Come on with it.
it shouldn't be the most important thing of the relationship, but it's a part of it. How about that?
Okay.
What you think about that, lady?
Okay, I understand.
So from a woman's point of view, what you think?
I mean, well, women, y'all know.
What? That y'all hold back?
No, that if
That's all, folks.
what we do know is
Yes, it is because
what we do know is we women don't like, Pee Wee Hermans. You know what I mean? So
Gerald.
that part is important, Um
What I said is.
No, what she's saying, this is Gerald. She said Gerald said
Oh.
it's important. It is important. It's important because we're not going to deal with just anybody or anything. And, if, we're having a visitor today. And if...
Yo, keep talking, thing. Oh,
Where is it?
I don't know. It's gone. Let's go.
Okay.
Don't get distracted next time, young. Please
Okay.
don't
All
get
right.
distracted.
All right.
next time.
Let me go back to my answer. Do I think, let me give my opinion. Greetings, sis. Do I think it's important? I do think it's important. I mean, that's something that should be discussed at the beginning. If we can't do things, one way, we should be able to do things another way, some kind of way to basically be able to make the other person happy, just in case it end up being issues on down the road. You can't marry and get into a relationship just because of sex. Because if it gets boring or, hey,
What's up,
greetings, sis. Hey, Jason. We're talking about sex today, Candace. So I do think it's important to a certain point.
So it ain't the most important part.
It's not the most important part,
That was the question.
Oh, we both went around.
No, I didn't.
Okay, it's always me, huh?
I didn't. I'm trying to get with me.
So no, it's not the most important thing about it. It's important, but not the most important thing about it.
What's up, cousin?
So if you begin to focus on sex and try and make it your most important thing, your relationship is not going to work, because that's basically what it's based off of. And what if it gets to the point where that person is unable to perform? So we have to think about that. So, truth be told, when I wasn't looking for a mate because he found me. They said when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So he was looking for me, and he found me. His heart. I fell in love with his heart. That's what I fell in love with. I mean, I'm grateful, but I fell in love with his heart.
That heartbeat.
So no.
My heart, they had you calling me at no 3 o'clock in the morning, girl. That ain't had that to do with my heart. But I'm roll with it. Let's go.
So I guess I know what had you sneaking out the back door. Huh?
I wasn't sneaking.
You did sneak out your parents' back door.
I ain't go out no back door, girl.
What you went out?
The front door.
Yeah, but your daddy said you snuck out the back door. He said he turned around and you was gone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So she says, ooh, yes, sex is important, just not the most important, but is the top 5 on my list. I understand that. I totally understand that. Because, like I said, women, we don't like no Pee Wee Hermans.
Oh, boy.
What happened? So, the next question somebody sent, it says, how do you make time? And I guess this is for, I'm going to say women. How do you make time for sex after work, children, cooking, and now homeschooling? I am so grateful. When I come back and say grateful, I am so grateful that at this time, I don't have to do any homeschooling because our daughter is in the 11th grade. Well, she's officially a senior now. So I did not have to check work and all this other kind of stuff. But I have been on that end of working children and everything else. So how did I make time for it? Just to be honest, I didn't.
Right, she didn't because
I didn't. If I was tired, I was tired.
Right.
And everything was closed. I mean, because I
Always.
was tired. You know? I mean, because in a day, as a woman, I did a lot.
Okay.
And I still do a lot. Is that an excuse? Go ahead and answer that. Is that
No,
an excuse?
no, it's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse.
Because sometimes all we want is just
I got you.
it's just to let off.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Sometimes that's all we want.
I got
just
you.
to let off.
But you know, I guess with me, I look at it, like I like to take time,
Yeah, but when do you actually?
Right. No, don't you go there.
Okay. But back to the question
Between naps, late at night, it's time.
Right. But how late though?
Yeah, because let me tell you something.
Because see, these children don't go to sleep like they used to no more.
Let me tell you something about him. This man right here will go to sleep the minute he hit the bed. I may be like, okay, let me take care of a couple more things because, us as women have to make sure everything, is just done. And
Time out. Cut. My wife like to do stuff at night. It ain't the point that we had to make time to do everything. Look, she have her day. But my wife like to do everything at night. So by the time my wife really gets to bed, it's 12 o'clock. And I got to get up at 4 o'clock. Well.
I mean,
see, got it. So my whole back again. Just put it on the schedule. That's just what you got to do right now. The thing about it, just make sure the kids in bed or separate from wherever y'all at. Because you just got to be quiet. You can't do all that yelling and doing all that stuff like we want to all the time.
Like you want to.
Right. I like to make noise.
Wait a minute.
I ain't quiet.
When we was at New Beginnings.
10:30.
When we was at New Beginnings, what
Booty time.
Booty time.
Straight up. He told the children, like, look, this is what it's gonna be.
It didn't matter whether or not they was asleep. They was you have to understand is what
Booty time.
And that used to be so funny to me because I'm like, oh my goodness.
Just close the door.
And then you close the door, you got them nosy children that be having their ear to the door. We got them children. They be having their ear to the door or they, what y'all in there doing? What y'all doing?
Nothing.
And that throws me completely off.
It throws her off because I've been on blocking it out.
I can't block the children out. And look, we have older children, so bedtime at my house is not 10:30. I mean, they up. That's when they want to party, ain't it? And be loud. When it's time to go to bed, well, when he think it's time to go to bed, me and the baby girl, we on
because y'all on your own schedule.
Yeah. Oh, and it feels awesome and amazing. It
Okay.
does. It does. Yep. Booty time.
Booty time.
So, the way that you make time, and I'm going to take my own advice on this, it's just, I guess the thing is, you just do it. I mean, we have older children now. So, it's just going to have to get to the point that, I'm going to have to make that sacrifice if that's what you want that particular night.
Yeah.
Just tap me on my shoulder and say, you know what time it is.
It's booty time.
It's booty time. Gotcha. So that's going to be our new thing.
It's booty time.
Okay?
Okay.
What you want to say now?
Now you go to the next question.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's booty time.
Miles West ain't nobody here. But we live right now. I don't want to see all that.
Okay.
Don't tempt me.
My daughter 8 and my son is 4 months. So I understand, but you have to make time. Exactly. You do have to make time. And we do. We do. Sometimes it is a little off because he goes to sleep. But we do. See, like now, this is what he do.
That's what I think about that answer that you just gave. That's what I think about the answer you just gave.
So the next question that was asked, what do Daddy, you a must. What do you think about energy and sex? I'm gonna answer this question.
Go ahead then, girl.
I believe that that's something serious to think about. You have to think about who you're actually having sex with, because energy does transfer. And you have to know basically who you're having sex with, because if that person is going through a lot and you have sex, energetically you can take on their stuff.
What's up, Fred?
Hey, Fred. And what you don't want to begin to do is take on other people's energy. In a group that I'm in, they one time talked about even being mindful of the foods you eat. You know what I mean? Because of how it lowers your pH levels and different things like that. So you have to be mindful of it all. It's a big picture with that. Very important, because energy can throw off the sex.
Right.
Energy most definitely can throw off the sex.
Right.
So, when I was single, I had to be mindful of the things that I did and the people who I did things with. You know what I mean? Which I probably shouldn't have been doing things with.
Right. So I don't even know why she having this conversation.
It's okay. So,
back to the question.
Yeah, and it kind of.
Yeah, back to the question.
I sit back and think about it. If they was angry, it made me angry.
Right.
Wow.
But
so what do you think about energy and sex?
Oh, it's important, because you don't want to have no bad energy, like you forced to have sex, because then it ain't gonna be the same as you had good energy about the sex. So then if you have good energy, it can be more passionate, because both of y'all is actually intertwining the energy together, which makes it so much beautiful. But when you have bad energy, it's like, you really don't want to, and it's just like, okay, then it makes sex boring. But you want to have good energy when it comes to sex, and don't think of sex as a job or something that you have to. Just that's the enjoyment of life. It's making each other happy, like that part, the climax, which brings everyone together, and you get super energy.
This man here is something else. I think our parents made sexuality shameful, which trickled into our sexuality. Yes, I do think our parents made it shameful. I totally agree with that, Jason. When I say I totally agree with it, because they gave it another picture. They didn't make it seem like anytime you talked about sex, it was just like, oh, you better shut up. Don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Don't talk about it. She said, hey, girl. She said, AJ done combed his hair. He cut his hair.
It was a little rough for a minute there, but I got it. I'm back. But yeah, our parents didn't make sex so shameful, so we even feel embarrassed to talk about it as adults. But we gotta change that. Hey, Jerisa, we gotta change that. We gotta be more comfortable and outspoken with it, so our children can be able to come to us and talk about it.
Right.
So they won't be out there searching for answers from people who gonna give them wrong information. My whole thing about it is, I know sometimes I ain't gonna say I be too real with them, because I just be telling them the truth. I be telling them the truth about it. Because, see, anybody can tell you anything. Anybody can tell you anything, and you will go. If you looking at them as your peers, you're going to actually go for it. Like, this is just the way it's supposed to be. But no, it's not the way it's supposed to be. Because all it is pretty much you being free to be who you are. So you got to be comfortable, because everybody has sex.
Everybody do not have sex, right?
Okay.
Some people over it.
99% of people have sex out of 100.
No,
how about that?
Not 99% of people. Maybe 85% of people.
But you say, yeah, you're right, and that goes back to question number 1.
Yeah, should it be the most important part?
Because you're right, some people is over it.
Yeah, some people over sex.
Why? Who knows?
Yeah. because they're tired of the hurt. They're tired of the mental attachment that sex brings. You know what I mean? And sometimes it gets to the point where I'm just over it. I don't want to have sex and I have to deal with the BS after having sex. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it comes to the point where some people are just over it. You know, and then then you have some people that's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I totally get it. You know, and I totally get it.
I'm trying to figure out where you going. You having a seizure?
No. Is you having a seizure? Is you? Are you having a seizure?
Are you having a seizure? Okay.
I'm not having a seizure.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so a question was asked, and I only seen a piece of it. So, because for some reason my iPad is not picking up.
That's the question, girl.
Because I want to put out that I'm not actually giving the whole question out. So the question is, because I guess if it's weird. The question is, what happens when you're pissed off and you don't want to have sex with your mate? Let me tell you something. I've been there too. You know what I mean? And I don't. Maybe
I've been
I
there
should.
too, but I still do. Shoot. Call how you want to call it. I'll be mad again after I wake up. Shoot.
Oh, boy, you don't ever too much be mad.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't
ever too much. But yeah, as a woman, if I get pissed off, yeah, I don't want you touching me. You know what I mean? I don't, especially if I'm pissed off. If I'm pissed off, boo, you know we know you, and we love you. Especially if I'm pissed off. If I'm pissed off, I don't want you touching me. You know what I mean? I don't want you touching me. Can I say this? And this is just crazy. Now, I have been pissed off and he has touched me. And I've been like, after a while, I'm like, I'm not pissed off anymore, but I'm not going to let him know that I'm no longer pissed off. But I just feel like if you're pissed off, you probably shouldn't just willingly have sex. What you think? I mean, because what ends up happening is...
That's that bad energy. That's that bad energy sex.
Yeah, exactly. Because then you're going to be like, damn.
I wanted more than this.
Yeah.
And all you get is okay.
Or you don't get nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Just some dead weight.
Yep. A live weight.
Okay, live weight.
Be mindful of your words, sir.
All
okay?
right.
Be
All
mindful of your words. Gotcha. Okay. So to answer that question, if you're upset, I think, so here's the thing. Really, we should not go to bed pissed off anyway. We should have conversation. We should sit back and talk about the reason why you're pissed off or the reason why you're mad or having an issue with your mate. So it should actually really should be a conversation, because we ought to get to a area or a thing where I'm not pissed off with you. Let's talk about this. And then have makeup sex. You know what I mean? So just have the conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's not walk around with attitudes. So Jason said, let's go back to energy. How do y'all handle as a couple the changes in sexuality that may take place in each individual? We talk about it.
Right.
We talk about it. Like, we have those discussions. And in our marriage, we sit back and talk about everything. Sex, we talk about, other women, other men. I mean, we have open conversations because he is my best friend. He's my, I was telling him the other day, I think yesterday, that we are in a marriage, but he's my best friend first. So we actually have that conversation. We have those conversations. So it's not in his mind, okay, I seen this sexy woman, or I seen this sexy me seeing this sexy man, or this, that. We have open, deep conversations. And I really believe that's something important that people should have in their marriage. If you can't talk to your mate about everything, y'all need to go back to the table and decide, you know what? You're my friend. We need to be able to talk about things. I shouldn't have to call my friends and talk about this. I should literally be able to sit back and talk about you. Are the conversations sometimes a little uncomfortable?
Right.
Well, let me say they're not uncomfortable anymore because we do it so much. But
We do what so much?
I'm saying have the we have the conversations, but at the beginning it was a little uneasy for me, to have these conversations. But now, I mean, it's just we have them. It is what it is,
Right.
It's nobody else I want to tell things to except him. Maybe something new you want to try. Wait a minute, let me go back. Hold up, because I don't want to skip.
Say
I
cool.
don't want to skip.
What's up with your brother? You don't want to skip what? What we talking about?
Okay. If it is truly serious and important to you, then no. But if it's something meaninglessly, then you can just let it go and let it flow. Exactly. Let it go and let it flow. Hey, Go, that makes a lot of sense. Most definitely. Hey, Rukama, you made it. What's the changes in sexuality, like frequency or sexual? Oh, so Jason answered that. Maybe something new you want to try. If it's something new you want to try, I believe conversation. Be open about it. Because the thing about it is, you never just know how that person gonna feel about
Right,
it.
and what the other person thinking about.
Yeah, you never know, how that's going to be. So I say just have the conversation. And I guess that goes to the fourth question we was asked. What do you think about adding another person or threesomes? My answer to that, which a lot of people may not agree with this, it's up to you and your mate. It does not matter what other people are doing. If that's something that you and your mate decide that y'all want to do, guess what? That's your business. That may be something that's going to make you happy. And that's okay. You know what I mean? We have to get out the point that we judge people for the things that they do. You know what I mean? Live your life according to the way you want to live your life. If that's something that you want to do, that's fine. And it's no big deal to me. That's to each his own. I mean, that's just what I think about it. Other people may not. I mean, it's places where people have a lot of different wives and whatever, so they got to sleep with these different women if they're their wives. To each his own. What you think, babe?
Well, tell us up to the people who actually get to have that.
That man is crazy.
But whenever if you is thinking about actually doing that, that comes upon like be careful of who you bring into your bedroom.
Right, the energy.
The energy that goes back to the energy, and I totally agree with her. To each his own. We gotta be okay with people not standing in line. Everybody don't gotta walk the same line.
Right. Does it hurt if married couples have a threesome? You know what? Some marriages it do, and some marriages it don't. The thing about it is, once you get into a marriage and you have open communication, it probably won't hurt, because it's back again. If you're having a threesome, 9 times out of 10, it's something that the woman and the man wants. You know what I mean? It's not just something that the man wants. And if it is, have that conversation and ask that man, say, why is it you want,
Right. Because that will bring stress in that marriage if one person just want it and you just doing it just to make that person happy. So that would make the other person feel some type of way. What's it do if it's a sexual issue?
And you feel blown off. Conversation. I think communication is everything. Communication is key. It's
You're right. Once that box is open, it's open.
Communication is key. And that's the thing that I believe marriages are missing, or even relationships, whether it's a marriage or not. Friendships, everything is missing communication.
Right.
You know,
Right.
everybody you should have a conversation. Because just think, if you get with a man, or even if you get with a woman that sexually likes to be with another woman or whatever, have that conversation. That should be something that you talk about at the beginning. Because do you realize how much, if people begin to communicate, cheating could be gone. You know what I mean? It could be gone, because it gets to a point. Okay, what do you see in that other woman? What is it about that other woman that make you want to have sex with her? You know what I mean?
Probably the way she walk, her booty might be big, the way she talk. You know, who knows?
And
She
if
might be flashing me.
and and if you and if you have open communication, you can have these conversations. And then, because the thing about cheating, it's the sneakiness around it. You know what I mean? It's the sneakiness around. So what you may end up wanting to do is have sneaky sex with your spouse or your mate, you know, or do something different, you know, or be a different name, you know. I mean, just out of fun. Just learn to enjoy sex. Learn to have fun with sex. It shouldn't have to be just one way. Let's have fun. Okay, today you might want to call me Tanya, and I might want to call you Al. I just named some name. You know who Al is.
But you're right, because it do come down that sometimes about the other person might be doing something, but back again, you've been on cross that line at that point in time that person not doing. But this is what I want to say. To answer the if it might be sexual issues, this is important for everyone. If you have past sexual issues, that is so important for you to tell your mate, because that could be why some of us having sexual issues and not comfortable having sex and don't want to put our all into it. Because you might have issues from the past or sexual abuse or anything, but we got to be comfortable. We got to be comfortable in that place for both people to actually have to be enjoyed. Because if we don't know, we don't know. Like, or, you know, somebody could have got molested or something. So that right there is trauma. So if you don't let that out and let nobody know, don't nobody know how to deal with it. So yeah, it's gonna cause some strife. But what you gotta do is just be open, like, look, this is why I feel the way I feel. And that person gotta be able to either receive it, or he or she have a choice not to want to deal with it. But we gotta be open to constructive criticism. Ain't that the word for I'm listening?
And get help.
And get help about it, because you got to be able to be open.
Right.
You don't want to be a closed door when it comes to sex anyway, because back again, you laying there still having pictures of vivid imagination about probably what happened many years ago. Or somebody you probably that used to have sex with, you'd be so rough with you, didn't care about how you felt about it. But back again, just come down to communication. But you know.
Speak, man. Speak.
That's what I had to say.
Speak. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That was great. That was great. And also understand, if you open those doors, you have to be okay with it for everything. You know, I also tell people, you know, a lot of times women make it okay for men to do what they want to do, but when tables are turned, the man is like, oh no, this can't happen, this no. But you have to be okay with both ways.
Gotta be.
If you open them doors.
It's not one-sided. It can't be one-sided now.
It's never one-sided. It says also people have to be willing to be vulnerable with their partner. Facts. But vulnerability also comes with feeling safe with their partner. Exactly. You have to feel safe with your partner. Exactly. And that right there, it takes time. it takes a lot of times. It takes, really once you begin healing yourself, then you actually end up with a better relationship with your partner. Because I understand that it always starts with me. And he understands that his issues always starts with him.
Right.
But we just come to the table and we discuss them and we figure it out.
Right. And so it be some tough conversations sometimes. Like, you might be crying, you might get upset, but at the end of the day, it's out.
It's out.
So there's so much pressure off you. You just like you just drop 5 pounds. Then you can just go, okay, I got that out, and just start building up on whatever you was discussing.
All right. Harry said, AJ, what's good, homie?
What's up, buddy?
So yeah, that's just, a little bit about what we think about, our opinion about sex. Do we think we know everything? No. But we just come on Sundays to have this open. Don't do that. I see you. Maybe I do know everything. Okay, whatever. We just come on Facebook Live just to have these conversations, because these conversations we believe are needed,
Right.
because so many people don't want to talk about these things. So many people are scared to have conversations about sex. Sex should be a conversation that we may have on our first date,
Sex give life.
Yeah,
So
it does.
how it's important.
It's beautiful. I see a lot of parents that's like, shh, we're not going to talk about this. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean? Because if you don't talk about it, somebody else will talk about it with them.
Right.
And you need to be able to have that conversation so they can understand. You know what I mean? They can understand what's actually going
Appreciate
on.
it, Jason.
And that's what we want. We want to build a community of us understanding how life is.
Right.
The things that we should do, because we didn't have all of this information when we were coming up. You know what I mean? We had to figure it out. So our goal is to help, to assist in figuring out.
And to give information.
Exactly, because while we're teaching, we're also learning.
Right.
So that's all. That's what we wanted to come and talk about today. Does anybody else have any more questions or something else they want to talk about? And like I said, inbox me with your questions. Inbox me with, whether single or married. Because before we got married, we both were single.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we both, we still know some things, So whatever kind of conversation you want to have, single, married, children, finances, whatever, inbox us. Let's conversate. Let's talk about it. So we pray you all have a wonderful Sunday. Oh, we love you too. We pray that y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Y'all enjoy your day. And we're just grateful.
Be good, baby girl.
That y'all decided to come spend your Sunday with us.
Thank you.
And
if ain't nobody told you, we love you.
We do. Have an awesome and amazing Sunday.
Peace.